So I just want to start off by saying, nope, 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 nope. Big motherfucking can of nope to the game Stranded Deep. I I was annoyed at first to the universe. So like this is our second meeting of the day. Hello motherfuckers. Welcome to my club of Cottontales. But I was angry at first that it accidentally went in and like I didn't even get to customize my character or anything like that. But I'm kinda glad that it did that because when it did it, it thrusted us into the game and I had to experience the plane crash, which was not fucking cool. But then just realizing that, like, oh fuck, I'm underneath the water in this plane, and it's slowly, like, filling up with water. Like, you're in the water, you stay, like, and then you have to, like, open up the curtain that takes you to the cockpit, which, like, as the plane, like, crash, like, that gets incinerated. I just imagine it's, like, there's a whole can of nope. Like, I'm now glad that the universe had me that happen because I didn't put any time and effort into making a character that I wasn't going to be able to use because there's no way that I was going to get out of that plane. that was there was just no. There's no. Like I'm doing my best to not even think about that beginning sequence of the plane crashing. I was trying not to look at it in the meeting. I'll probably never watch that little bit of me at the very end of that meeting. Like a part of me kind of still wants to try, but it's just like I know that I won't be able to do it. It will be too triggering. It was already triggering with just the opening music, but I just know that the game itself is going to be too triggering. I just know it from like I literally didn't want to open the curtain like at all because I didn't even want to see what was on the other side of it because it was just like objective get a raft find a raft and get to the surface of the water and I'm just like I don't want to do that like my anxiety of the fact that I was like I just didn't I don't even want to think about it so big can of nope. I still want to have a Club Cottontail meeting, so here we are, and here we'll be with some Fortnighties indeed. I picked a character that was super cutesy, because I'm like, I don't even want to deal with the big can of nope of, yeah, I just need, like, eye bleach from even the little bit that, oh gosh, I should have never done that. Yeah, nope. Yep, nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, no, nope, nope, nope. Whew. So this meeting's gonna consist of chilling, relaxing, finishing this bowl for sure. I'm also gonna get my content spread, the new content, anyways, because this is our second meeting of today. Today is Saturday, and it is afternoon. It's actually almost 12:20. Um, so it is Saturday, and it's been a good morning thus far. It's really been just like life has been good in general. Even with the anxiety of different things, like life has been good, and that's why I was like, you know what, let's try a blind as fuck run. It just no, it's not gonna happen. Just like no motherfucking way. I wouldn't be able to watch someone play it. I'm not gonna be able to play it. Um, yeah, whole can of nope. Nope, no, nope, nope, nope. Live right motherfucking now. Come say hello, Cottontails. Perfect spreading of the new content. Just the whole can of nope. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Content is sufficiently spread. We always like a good spreading of some content. Oh my gosh. chest. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hmm. I think I'm gonna be forever scared of water. Cause see, like, my thing is that I would like to do like a cruise, but my fear of deep water will never let me do a cruise ever. Like, but I would like to. But we just, Stranded Deep is not the one to help us with it. You know what I mean? She not the one. God, man, I can't even. But like I said, I was annoyed at first when I like accidentally went in because I was like, getting ready to. I didn't realize that you make a character and you can like set some shit and stuff like that. And I didn't even like set it. I like pressed the wrong button and it just like thrust it into the game. And it is exactly what I was thinking. You're just instantly on the plane, but it's literally like all within like 5 seconds. First you're in the air and then you crash, but then you're like in the fucking water. And I did not like I was annoyed by the fact that it actually went into it, but I also was like, oh, I can't do this. So it's like I'm glad the universe did that. Like I didn't take. Oh fuck me! See, I'm so fucking jumpy that my goddamn controller dropping just fucking scared me. God damn! It's like I was in that goddamn plane just then. Whew! But like, there's just no way. Like, because I did not even want like you have to go find a raft, and I was like, no, fuck that. Like even if I had a chick, I would like, nope. Like mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. It was way too intense. Like nope. Nope. I just like, oh, I just keep thinking about like, oh, what if I had done that, and then I got in a raft, and then I have to get out of this plane that's sinking into water. Like I just, oh no, no, nope, 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 nope. Oh man, a game that will be instantly getting deleted from. Oh my gosh, my chest, man. Whew. So, on that note, we're gonna enjoy some relaxation, finish the bowl that we had started in our previous meeting. Which it's almost gone, so yippee skippy there. Oh man, pressed all sorts of buttons. Have our cute little bush ranger. Okay. Be still my beating heart. Like, my heart is like just racing because that plane crash was no joke. And then just like, I feel like anyone who has anxiety won't be able to play that game, and especially if you do have like that fear of water, because just like they purposely have it like because I was in water to start, so like you're in the plane and like part of you is in water, but then like part of it's not, and it's like find a raft and get out, and I'm just like, oh no, this ain't happening. And a part of me does think like, was it me being annoyed that I accidentally pressed X, or I thought I was choosing the thing, but then I don't even know because I thought I was choosing something else, but like I said, I don't know if I'm fully annoyed by that or if like yeah, I just don't think I'll be able to do it. I already knew there was a chance. It's like I don't even want to. I did not even want to, like, for one, I didn't want to search it as a guy because I wanted to have my character. But even as my character, I think like I would even like it less. I'll be like, oh great, all this time and effort into this lady who she's gonna die by the hands of a shark because I can't get out of this goddamn fucking plane with a raft. Yeah. Yep. Oh man. Whew. What was I thinking? And it's funny, it's like a part of me still kind of wants to, like, I love creating a character so much that a part of me kind of wants to do it with the chick, but it's like I wouldn't be able to do it right now. nauseous. And I made sure to have, I had applesauce. I didn't have a lot of food, but I made sure to eat before all that. Man. Knowing me, though, I could see us still trying. Because in theory, the plane is not all in the water yet, right? So in theory, if you find that raft fast enough, so the question is, can I find a raft after experiencing not one but 2 plane crashes into water? And then find a raft and get out of the plane? See. Too many unknowns. Too many triggers. Because then even then, I know the water could be potentially shark infested. Once I get out of the plane with my raft, hopefully before the water, because in hopes you would find the raft and get out of the plane before it's in the water, so you're not like having to swim to the surface with a raft, or like opening a raft and holding on to it as it takes you to the surface. Like, you would hopefully find next out of the plane to put the raft into the water and then jump into set raft. I want to try, but at the same time I don't. I'm worried it's going to be too triggering. That plane crash. I could have spent my whole life without seeing that. Because it's point of view. All you see is, like, you have a laptop, and then you see hands, and then the plane just starts crashing. Oh. Ooh! Oh my god! Do you think that game's available on VR? Do you think there's some crazy motherfuckers out there that would play that game on virtual reality where they are literally... Nope. 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 My brain tried to put me there. I'm like, we are not pretending we are in a plane right now. Like, do not do that. Virtual reality seems so cool, but like, I don't want to be able to do it with like Sims. And isn't that like kind of defeat the purpose? Isn't that really is? It's kind of like just living everyday life. Like, I don't even think I could do it with... I for surely wouldn't be able to do it in something like Fortnite. Just because the aspect of the game, I wouldn't want to do that virtual reality style. And then I think of a game like Minecraft, but I wouldn't be able to do that either, because I'd have to kill a sheep and get its wool, and like, I wouldn't be able to do that. Like, where it was actually me. I guess I would have to shear it, but then I would have to survive with the potentiality of it getting, no. Like, if I would just do that, I would have to make sure I guaranteed that I start with a bed. Then I could do it. I could do virtual reality, Minecraft, if I can guarantee, because I'd want to do survival. I wouldn't want to do creative, because in creative, like, the point of it is flying, and I would definitely not want to be doing that. That would be... No, see, virtual reality just seems triggering to me. Even if it was like a cutesy Hello Kitty game. Well, maybe. Maybe I could do Hello Kitty Seasons. That's a game for the Wii. If Hello Kitty Seasons was virtual reality, I would hella do that. Walk around the town, go play some basketball, go to the cafe. Fuck yeah, okay. So, like, cutesy kitty games. I'm your woman for virtual reality. But speaking of Stranded Deep, so, the title of the meeting is Nope Nope. Like, Stranded Deep is a big cam of fucking nope. But it's like a part of me still wants to try. It's just like, I have to weigh... This meeting right now is weighing out how triggering Stranded Deep is going to be, and am I willing to go down that? Because for one, if I go down it again, I'm going to have to be extra careful to not fucking press things and accidentally go into the game, because I want to set my character how I want it to be. And then I have to prepare for the fact, like, I honestly, it all literally happens in like a matter of seconds. So I'm probably gonna do like one of these moments. This would definitely be how I'd watch the plane crash. Um, just avoid seeing it, but then like, just like out of that little water it put me in, and just try to search for a raft, and trying to be mindful of the other stuff that's gonna happen, because we have to get out of the plane. I don't know. Can we do that? Can we do that? I just don't know. Man. Oh, and it's fake. It's just a video game. It's not real. So, but man, what I'm feeling is fucking real, though. Whew. I do want to try. A part of me wants to try again. Maybe we day drink. Maybe we wait until it gets a little bit in the afternoon, because I'm not a drinker, and I don't want to drink. I didn't want to drink in the morning time, and that's when we had started the other meeting. It's only 12:36 or 12:33 right now. But it's like I kind of want to try again, but I don't. It's just the sort of thing that, like, if I try again, right? Take two. If I try again, it would be the sort of thing to be very well aware that it might just be another teeny tiny meeting again. You know, because I just don't know if I can do it. Like, I do not know. It just. It's like I wish I had someone to talk it to, so then I could, get the feelers out. So I am hoping that, at least one little fluffy Kottontale pops in. We had a person that popped in and left a dick like. They listened to me talk about. See, that's what's funny to me, is this person left a dick like or a dislike, and the only thing I was talking about is how intense Stranded Deep was and how triggering it was for me. And that person disliked it. That's supposed to, like, hurt me? All that does is show your context of character. You're some random motherfucker who watches my content, and when I say something that you don't like, you're like, ow. Like, I'm supposed to care about that? It just shows your context of character. But I appreciate your dick like, because all I see is an opinion. Ayo. Be sure to leave your own opinion, whether you like Kottontale or you like dick. I love both of those things too. So I appreciate you for leaving that opinion. Yeah. Oh, see, Bush Ranger's so cute. Just eye bleach ourselves. Get our anxiety away. Oh my gosh. Do you see? Oh my gosh. Talk about a fucking omen. That motherfucker was doing an emote that had a octopus or a kraken coming out of that booby, out of that treasure chest. In the game Stranded Deep, they have krakens. Like, I want to get to the island, but at the same time, I just don't think that's just not gonna happen. Like, a portion of me, like, it's like a portion of me hella wants to try, but at the same time, like, I just feel like I won't be, like, I feel like it's too triggering, or too much for me. But another portion of me kind of wants to still try, like, but actually make sure I make my character, make sure that fucking permadeath shit was still off. I didn't even, like, I looked at it, but now I'm questioning myself, did I accidentally turn it on? Making the shit real. But I make sure I make my character the way I want, and I didn't even get a chance to look at all the different, like, options. Like, there's just so many things that I didn't get a view, so it's like, I don't know if, like, my feelings of not wanting to play as 100% the game is triggering me, or if, like, I'm just triggered from the fact that I you know, accidentally pressed X thinking I was choosing, like, I chose X, but I didn't think it was taking me into the game. I thought it was going to do something with my characterization, like I was trying to, you know, make my character and everything. Um, and then all of a sudden, the game was starting, and it wouldn't let me go back. It wouldn't let me press pause. That was something that I didn't like. At a certain point, it seemed like it did, but I don't know if, like, I think that you don't really get a pause when you're in the plane at all. I think the only reason it even let me, like, I had a pause screen once I got, like, I ended the meeting, like, literally the meeting of Blind as Fuck Run. Our first Blind as Fuck Run of Stranded Deep just ended, like, it ended very quickly because it wasn't letting me pause, and I didn't want to be stuck in a plane as it's, like, going underneath the water, uh, and try to say goodbye to people because it would have been triggering me the whole fucking time. So it was just easier for me to instantly end the meeting. But I feel like, you know, do a bit of Fortnite, and I think third time's a charm. You know, our third meeting of the day, I want to try Stranded Deep again. I know that the title says nope, nope, big can of nope for Stranded Deep, but I wanna try again. You know, one thing with that plane thing is, like, we've done it once, so it'll hopefully be less triggering than the first time, you know, so maybe that will be an advantage. We also, you know that we start in the water, so, you know, just, like, quickly get out of the water and start looking for the raft type of thing. But I don't know. It's, I'm just gonna have to be very well aware that even if I do play the game again, because I'm gonna play it again, I really, I want to give it a good try, you know, and we didn't give it a good try, previously. That just wasn't. It wasn't a good try. It was all over the place. So I want to give it a good go, you know, but it's a big can of nope. You know, I stick by what I've said. Like, I, even though I'm going to try again, I still think there's a good chance I won't even get out of that plane. Oh, where are them raptors at? But I just think that there's a good chance I won't get out of the plane, just because it will be too triggering for me. So we'll just have to see. You know, that was even my title of the Stranded Deep. It was like, Blind AF Run of Stranded Deep, this will be triggering for me. And that will be the title, but it will have, like, 1.5. Number 1.5, because it's not technically number 2, because number 2 would be after day 1, like, we haven't even, you know. Well, we may not even get to a day 1. Shit, like, it's just like having that first little stint of, you know, us accidentally getting onto the plane and then, you know, being crashed and it saying to find the fucking raft and make your way to the surface. Like, oh, what? There's usually a cash register in here. No cash register this time. There still is a good chance that I feel like even if I find the raft, like, I don't know. But I wanna give it a go. I want. Okay, those, like, raptors are right outside, so I ain't even trying to be part of that. There's a person in that building that I was gonna go try to kill, but with them raptors, I don't wanna fuck with a raptor. Not right now. I don't wanna fuck with raptors when I'm thinking about fucking playing a game where you crash land in some fucking water. I am gonna play again though. I don't know what time. It's almost 1 o'clock. I feel like sometime in the afternoon. You know, I want to just play some Fortnite, just relax for a little bit. This meeting started, like, immediately after I ended the other one. Like, almost immediately. Not quite immediately. I went and I uh, unspread the content of Stranded Deep before getting this meeting going, because that was one of the first things that we wanted to do, was spread the content of this one, which I think I already did. Now I'm questioning it. My anxiety is just very high, so we want that to come down, and then, you know, build ourselves up. After this meeting, I'll take a little break, stretch, and then we'll go back into Stranded Deep, probably with some liquid courage next to us. Oh, I have a makeshift weapon. Keep my primal, but collect some bits to upgrade my, this. What I do? Fucking Stranded Deep, blind as fuck, fucking 1.5, because it's not, it can't be technically 2. It's a shockwave one? Oh, I already have a shockwave one. Well, I thought I picked up a flame one, what the fuck? Damn it. Stupid bajillion different types of bows. What kind of bows is this? It was funny, and I think actually we should plan that. We should plan for blind as fuck run of Stranded Deep, number 1.5. Plan it to start at 4, so then like we have our 420 toke while we're making our fucking character, and then we go in. There's a person, I heard them. They're still inside. It's a raven! Oh goodness! Oh, my sissy wolf! Ow! Ow, 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 ow! My sissy wolf! Oh my god! I wish I could hug you right now. Oh my god! Did you see? Did you watch any of the Stranded Deep meeting before this? Did you? Did you? Did you watch any of the Stranded Deep? Girl. Our third and final meeting. Well, I'm not going to say third and final, because knowing me, I might need a little bit of, like, whew, after attempting Stranded Deep again. So, I could see there being 4 meetings today. I don't know what that 4th meeting would be, but the 3rd one is going to be a, you know, a better college try at the Stranded Deep, where we actually make sure our character is the one that we want it to be, and then I feel like you could do it. You're not really, like, scared of water. Excuse me. Like, I don't think you would do well with the plane crash, but you could always, like, not look at the screen, but I feel like water doesn't really freak you out, I don't think, so. Ah, dude. This bitch says she loves Stranded Deep. Oh, motherfucker. Yeah, okay. So, there you guys have it. Like, I was just saying, like, it was so triggering for me. Like, oh, man. So, you'd have to cut to the end unless you want to, like, chill and chat with me as I talk at the beginning of it. Go to the end of that Stranded Deep meeting, and that's where, like, I thought I was choosing X on, like, something on my character choosing, but lo and behold, I went into the game, so, like, I was triggered by the fact that I accidentally went into the game with, like, character I didn't want, and I didn't even get to finish reading all the stuff, right? There's just lots of different things. And then, I was triggered by the plane crash. I was triggered by the fact that I have to find a raft and hopefully get out of that plane before the water succumbs me, because I don't want to be in no water and, like, going to the third, like, oh, man. I knew it though. I fucking knew it. I could see you playing a game like Stranded Deep. She's like, was it good? I love Stranded Deep. Yeah, no, I barely. Well, I just said it. I was about to re-say this exact same thing that I had just talked about how I accidentally clicked on it. So we're gonna give it another go where I actually make my character properly, and I'll actually try to find the raft because we didn't like. Yeah, I wasn't having it. Like I was way too triggered. I think by like a bunch of things. The fact that it accidentally went in with a character I didn't want, and then also the plane crash was triggering, and then just thinking about like, oh fuck, I have to find a raft and get out of this thing. Like, oh man, like, can I even do that? Like, it was just, there was so much going on in the brains. So I decided to come here to Fortnite's and just purge our brains a little bit with some Fortnite, then go back into some Stranded Deep. Okay, cool. He's just running away. I'm not gonna kill him. Just wanted to make sure he wasn't coming into the house to battle me, because then I would have killed him. So, I actually plan on doing it this afternoon, so if you want to plan for it, sissy, at 4 o'clock, I'm going to start another meeting after this one, and it's going to be Stranded Deep. It's going to be a long title, but essentially it's going to be Stranded Deep number 1.5. And if you tune into that one, I'm actually going to make sure my character gets made the way I want, and then I'm going to, my goal is to get to the island. That's my ultimate goal. So get out of the plane, you know, get into the raft, and then get to the island. Once we're on the island, I feel like maybe I could do more, but I just don't know, you know what I mean, because it's all so triggering to me. But life has been so good lately. I mean, you already know me, sissy. You know when I'm doing good, I like to push myself and do things that are triggering to desensitize myself. So that's why I'm gonna be, and tried to already. We did, before this meeting, I'll say play some Stranded Deep. And originally I was just like, nope. Like, it was just like, nope, nope, nope. Hence the title of this meeting. But I want to give it a go. I want to try at least one more time to try. You know? I want to really give it a good go. You know? I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I gotta try. You know? I want to try. Like, I'm excited because, like, there's portions of the game that just seem so fucking fun. Like, I don't know, just portions of it seem really fucking fun. Whereas, like, it's gonna be triggering, it just seems fun at the same time. So it's like a part of me thinks, like, I don't know, I feel like I was obviously triggered by... How much gas is in this? Okay. I was definitely triggered by the plane crash and the fact that I was in water and I was all aware of that. But I think I was more triggered by the fact that it went into the game. Like, literally when you watch the meeting, sis, you'll hear me scream no. And I'm saying that because I'm annoyed that I didn't get to, like, choose my character. Like, I'm annoyed that it went into the game before I had... Oh, you know what? I need to go back to the house. They had big tires. I need those tires. Is there no other weapons here? Back up to my car. Ah, motherfucker, come on. so glad you'll be there to support me. So he goes by Meet Capitan now, but it was Captain Chronic is what I met him as. He was there at the beginning of my other Stranded Deep one, and I feel like I was doing good. You know what I mean? It's just like I was just overly triggered by like all the stuff that I was already triggered by, but then the fact that like it went in without me choosing my character, like it annoyed me. But I want to give it a good go, and the fact that you'll be there with me, oh, at 4 o'clock will be like so phenomenal. Which I mean that's only 3 hours from now for anyone who is wondering, because it's currently almost 1 o'clock for me, and I do plan on doing this meeting for a little bit, and then I need to stretch and just relax and like, you know, step away from the controller and stuff like that for a bit. But I want to try again, you know? Aww, she's setting an alarm. I love you so much. You need to come visit me in my cave again. I want you to be the first person that stays the night. If I had thought about it, I should have had you come today. But, maybe next weekend we should. Because every weekend Rainbow goes to her dad's, and I'm just here. So, I don't want to stink bow. Aw, she was taking a dab for me. She probably already took the dabbers, but she was taking a dabber for me. So I'm gonna go back to lobby, get a bowl loaded actually, I think there's already a hit here. Cheers to my sissy. Oh yeah. Those are some of the best ways to watch content, I personally think. Just chilling and like listening while you're doing something else. She's cleaning. Hugs to you again. Oh, so glad that she's tuning in, listening. And I'm super glad she's like, okay, I'll make an alarm to remind me to watch you at 4. She's like, I'll be there to support you through it. I understand it's going to be hard, but I'll be there to help you. Aw, thank you so much. Seriously, it is gonna be hard. It was a whole can of nope. It really was. But and clearly my anxiety was already up, so that's another reason why I wasn't, because I thought I was choosing something for my character, and then it was actually choosing, locking in my character and going into the game when I pressed the button that I pressed. So clearly don't press that button in the future. But I want to make my character and then know that I'm about to do the fucking plane crash again, and I'll definitely be watching it like this. I want to be able to see when the plane crash is over, because it's fucking go time. Find that motherfucking raft. My hope, and I don't want any spoilers. If I get spoilers, oh the fuck well. But I don't know. I feel like it's the sort of thing that the only reason you would end up underneath the water is if you don't find the raft in time, right? But I don't know. I have no idea. But my goal, and that was the goal of the last meeting that we did, but obviously that didn't happen. My goal with, what will be the third Club Cottontail meeting of this day, because it is Saturday, May 22nd, 2021, okay? This is our second Club Cottontail meeting of the day. The first one was a blind as fuck run of Stranded Deep. Our third one, the one after this, will be another blind as fuck run of Stranded Deep. It will be triggering for me, and that will be number 1.5. Just trying again to make our character and see if we can get to the island. That is our goal, is to get to the island. Even if I can't do anything more on the island, my fucking chest just can't take it no more, I want to at least get to the island. That's the ultimate goal. But right now, my goal is to get Jaded Rose cashed out and reloaded. Oh, girl! Like, the fucking seriously. She's like, I'm scared of the sharks, so I try to stay away from the water as much as possible. The same. Same. Um, it's the sort of thing that, like, I almost just want to, like, live on the island. Like, I'm not even per se worried about trying to get off the island, but I guess that is, like, something that you're eventually supposed to try to do. But I just don't even know. Like, I feel like it will be super fun if I can try to avoid the water, you know, because, like, I don't want to get in the water as much as possible. And then just kind of play it, because it reminds me of, well, if you were to, I'm sure you're just, like, eventually she'll probably watch the whole meeting, you guys, like, she'll watch the Stranded Deep all the way through, but I know she's gonna watch the end piece just to see, like, my reaction to everything and, you know, how it went down. But I'm sure she'll listen to that meeting later, like when she's cleaning, to hear what I say. But it's because I talk about so much. But I'm so excited for the aspects of the fact that Stranded Deep is kind of like an intensified version of Sims Castaway. I had said that it was like Sims Castaway on adrenaline, okay? And I want that, because, like, Sims Castaway is so fun, just like island living, like surviving on an island, right? I want that. But it's gonna be more intense. So I just, like, I'm scare aroused is how I've been saying it, because I'm very scared, but I'm so excited for it to the point of arousal. Like, I'm excited so immensely to try to get to the island and then see what it's about. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very, very excited, and I'm so, so happy that I will have my sister wolf. So it is, let's just say it's 1 p.m. because it's literally almost 1 p.m. So at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's 4 p.m. my time, I will be doing my third meeting of today. Another Club Cottontale meeting, of course. But we will have another meeting, and it will be another attempt at some Stranded Deep. So it will be Stranded Deep number 1.5, and we'll actually make our character the way we want to make our character, and then hopefully get our bitch ass to the island. I just don't. I'm so glad that my sister wolf is going to be there, because that will be just an extra bit to help me. And then I am thinking about a little bit of liquid courage. I got some bitch beers. They're Jack Daniels, the hard Jack Daniels, peach flavor, the Georgia peach. They're not that good, but it's liquid courage, you know. Alcohol is never really delicious, but it gets you buzzed to slash drunk, you know. And oh fuck, see, I got weed flying at me now. Ugh, son of a bitch. My carpets. It blends in, so when I drop herbage on the ground, I kind of have to, like, focus my eyes, because the carpet's not green, but, like, when the bud falls in it, it's almost like the carpet's green, or like the bud is tan. Like, it's hard to explain. Yep. Okay. Oh, shit. Not even in the right spot. I love my medicine ball, but it's not as easy to set up as a chair, per se. And medicine balls, they actually say that they're not meant for sitting, but I know many people that have used it for that purpose. I feel like you should definitely follow the rules that they have, but then also kind of, like, use it for your own needs and see what it can handle. Because I've been able to utilize it as a chair, essentially. It definitely says that's not its purpose, you know. But I also use it for, like, when I'll be sitting, I like to just, like, have it rotate my hips. It's so good, because I have really bad joints. Like, both of my hips are bad, but especially my left one. So this is just like, it's a good way to like loosen it up if I'm feeling any pain in like my lower back. Oh shit, my sissy hasn't seen my tattoo yet. She hasn't seen it with the color. She saw the line work, but she has not seen it since it's been colored. I'll definitely look forward to showing her that in Poison. I need to pop over to the dispensary today and potentially get some more crumble, but definitely get some more of my indica, because we only have, say, probably half a, I mean, I only got a gram of it, so I'd say about, well, after I'm done using this, it'll be halfway gone. But I don't ever have to get a lot of indica, and if I do get a lot of indica, it just will last for a long time. Oh, thank you. I definitely can't wait for you to see it in person, because the coloration is so badass. I already know that you'll notice it because it's comic book style. If I hadn't already just gotten myself so positioned on the damn ball, I would get up and show you it. Maybe when I get up again for some reason, hopefully I remember and I come up close, because the way she did it, it's just so good. It's so. Oh, I just can't wait for you to see it in person. It's so God. You know what I love about my content is its randomness. I love that the title of this meeting has Stranded Deep in it, and we're playing Fortnite and chilling. And within this meeting, I have mentioned that I will be playing Stranded Deep again, so that the title says nope, nope, nope. But I very much have said in this meeting, yep, 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 we will be playing Stranded Deep at least once more. I want to try to get to the island, like, and I feel like, especially with having my sister wolf there later on this afternoon, I think it will be obtainable. Like, I feel like it will be obtainable. Because, I mean, that's in 3 hours, so it gives me time to, like, I'm still digressing, because it was not even a half hour ago that fucking plane crash and everything happened in the first bit, and, like, I'm like, a portion of me is glad because now I can prepare for the second time around, but I don't know what's behind the curtain. Like, there's just so many unknowns still, so, but one of the positives of that is that I'll have my sister wolf there. So even though I have all these unknowns, after we enjoy a 420 toke together, she'll be doing a dab, and I'll get my bowl all delicious. We'll have a toke at 420, and then I will, press X and start the game. Because that will be my thing too, is now that I have already done that first little bit, I know a little bit more. I know that I don't have to stay at that first screen with the water. I can go to a next screen. I also know that we're going to make a character. So there's, things that we didn't know the previous time around. So we had just even more anxiety for different things. So everything happens for a reason. I really feel like, and it stays true. I constantly say that anything that's meant to be will be, and everything happens for a reason. And I feel like that's a perfect way to explain the first meeting of Stranded Deep. Is that all of that was meant to happen for us to get to the point where we are now. Because, like, that plane thing was very triggering, so I don't even know. But it also could have just been extra triggered because of the other stuff that happened. So it's like, there's no way to know. Oh, Patrick, why you got an itch? Ooh. I'll rub him a little bit. The top of his little cone head just decided to itch a little bit. Yes, girl. That makes me excited, because you'll be able to tell me how many days you're into it. That will be awesome. Oh man, I'm like, it's like hours hours away. I'm gonna, like, literally, I feel like this meeting will probably go till about 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock. And then after that, I'm going to relax. I'm going to stretch. I need to do like a nice little half-hour stretch. Some deep, nice meditative breathing. But I may even start my meeting, the next one of Stranded Deep, just before 4. But either way, like, it won't be till after 4:20 that we'll be playing with the character anyway. So it's like, if you're a person that's just trying to see me try to attempt to play the game, tune in around like 4:30. Even though I might start the meeting at like 3:30. Like, knowing me, I do get antsy sometimes. I'm very patient, but if I don't have anything keeping me waiting other than myself, I'm like, fuck it. But I want to still digress my feelings right now, and then I have to stretch, have to eat. I had some of my granola bar, but I'm just not, I don't know, not fully feeling the granola bar right now. It was mainly just something to get in my belly. Make something, maybe watch like a show in between while I eat my food. But I could see me starting it at 3:30 instead of 4. But I still won't be, I won't, like, I plan on token at 4:20 before I start the game. So if I started at 3:30, it will be mainly just to do a lot of talking, because it will be a new meeting of itself. So, you know, I want to mention that, oh, look, surprise, back again. And if I was to start the meeting at 4, I would talk over 4:20. I would miss 4:20 because I would get to talking. So I can almost guarantee, actually, that I'll start the next meeting at 3:30. So, in 2.5 hours. Which really isn't that far away when you think about it. Especially when you plan things, it's not that far away. And for me, like, I'm still going to be here for the next, maybe even potentially hour. I don't see that. I definitely feel like at 1:30, I'll end the meeting, or like 1:45. Just because I want to have more than an hour to myself outside of Club Cottontale. You know, take my wrist brace off. I definitely need to do like a 20 to 30 minute stretch. So it's like, as long as, if I end this meeting, you know, by like 2 at the latest, and then from 2 to 3 I do all of, like, you know, my stretching and eating, and then that half hour before the meeting is me setting up for the meeting. Making sure I have, you know, water, anything like that. Usually I don't do that sort of stuff. I just kind of like go, I want to make content. Time to gather stuff for my meeting. But when I plan a meeting, like I am the next Stranded Deep one, I, you know, kind of do it more ritualistic, if you will. I might... Yeah, I was just thinking I might pop over and get myself an energy drink, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I'll just stick to the caffeinated things that I have in the house, but maybe not. I don't know. I could just be feeling tired right now because everything's starting to digress. I don't feel any anxiety right now. My chest doesn't feel achy or anything like that. So releasing all of that energy definitely can make you kind of sleepy. So now I'm just back to it being excited. But it's so fucked up because whenever I think about my excitement for Stranded Deep, there is just that immense amount of scaredness. And now there's just like so much other things, because whenever I think of it, it's like I just keep getting flashes of that fucking plane crash. Like, no. And I'm not really looking forward to having to do that again. It's the sort of thing that I definitely will be doing this and just like looking in like a teeny little corner that, you know, maybe like the bottom corner or something. So then once I see water, I go, okay, now I gotta get out, because the plane crash is just like a plane crash, and then you're in the water within the plane. So it's like, as long as I have my hands and I can see like a little corner, like this little corner right here, once I see water there, unsheath my hands, grab my controller, and fucking find that raft. But I also have to be sure, like, to keep my anxiety down. Like, there's going to be so much mindfulness being used, and that's a huge reason why I want to play Stranded Deep, because I'm doing so well in life right now that this is a good time to push myself mentally. And I love doing it via video games. So, and now I'm excited to see also what level my sissy's character is on surviving on Stranded Deep, knowing that she's actually played the game. I should have figured, because she's not like scared of water, but she doesn't like the sharks. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, I feel like any person wouldn't like sharks. But, she plays lots of games, and I'm like, oh fuck, I could never play that game. That's what I love about beings. We're all so different. You can have two beings that are very similar in a lot of ways, but they still are just so different in other ways. Okay, I grinded up a shit ton. Plenty of medicine right here, but I have to be careful because, like, there's crumbs from my granola that's, like, sitting real close. I'm gonna move this. Sitting real close to where the herbage is sitting. So before I even start pulling out, trying to load this, I just want to clean up some of these crumbles that I know are granola crunchies and not, because like some of these tiny crunchies, they could almost look like some crumble, you know? So, and not like a cookie crumb, but like crumble as in concentrate. And I would could you imagine accidentally grabbing what you think is some crumble, like some concentrate, a dab essentially, some crumbly dab, and it's some cookie crumbs, so you fucking smoke a cookie crumb? Like, that would not be fun. Okay, so I'm just gonna clean up. That's why I used a wet wipe. It will pick up any of the teeny tiny particles that I'm not seeing. Oh shit. I was like, it's about 1:15. Whenever it's 1:15, it's my clock, but I let my daughter play with it. It's a Hello Kitty clock, and it's not set to the right time by any means. Also, I apologize. That's flashing lights. It probably was someone watching could have been like, ah! But it flashes, and then you press her nose, and it stops it. So when this thing says 1 o'clock, it's actually 1:13. So at 1:13 every day this goes off, and I like that it does that because my daughter's nap is 1:30 to 2. So when that goes off, it's really lovely as I'm like, oh, Hello Kitty's going off. It's almost nap time. And then I tell her, press her nose. And she goes, and she presses the nose, and she goes, nose. And she presses it, and then we put on, usually like We Bare Bears, because it's like 10 minutes long. And after that, we put her down for nap. So I like that that goes off, because it's a nice routinal thing for her. You guys know me, I like my routines. It's funny as I don't have any routines outside of the home, but I'm very routine within my home. I don't know why I just giggled. I think the word is routinal. Is that even a word? I feel like I just made up a word, but it sounded good, so I said it. I feel like, I don't know, the English language is so fucked up. The American English language. Well, actually, you know what? English. They have their interesting ways about it. I feel like every language has something interesting to it. But I think most people can agree that American English is definitely is something. It just begs to wonder where the fuck it came from. I feel like it's just like maybe the people from the first 13 colonies, like, because they came from England, maybe just over time their accents disappeared. But then how do you get southern drawls and stuff? You know, I have a sudden urge to look up the history of speech and language and, you know, where different things originated. Because, like, we all know, you know, the people that have a southern accent or something like that, but they still speak American English. It's just with an accent. So I'm just curious, like what about the location makes your accent different? Because everyone has an accent. If it's not your thing that you're hearing, it's an accent. So, like, for example, people in Britain, you can have two different portions of Britain, which I still need to. I was gonna ask Georgia. I forget where she's from, and then I was gonna ask my friend Jody because they both live in the UK, but in different portions. And like they would be able to tell you how different their accents might be from the location that they are. And it's just like I'm just intrigued by like what causes one to have a certain style of accent. And I feel like there's got to be studies on that. There's studies on everything, so there has to be studies on like accents and languages and how it originated and like what causes people to have certain accents that they have because of their regional location. I don't know. I do know that the grinder is quite full. Jada Rose is. I think I almost overpacked her. I hope she's not overpacked. I'm gonna say almost overpacked because I'm hoping I didn't overpack her. Um, do we want some super glue? Do we want to put some crumble on it? You know what? My sissy's here. We are gonna put some crumble on it, especially because it's almost 1:20, which is 4:20 on the East Coast. Because they are 3 hours ahead of me. So hashtag Monday, given that she still lives in that time zone. Hashtag Monday, Wheels, many, many others. Izzy's TP. We have lots of little fluffy cottontails that I've interacted with from the East Coast. Lots, I don't want to say that majority of the people I've interacted with have all been from the United States, but I feel like they have. I feel like my top two would be United States and then the UK. But I have interacted with people from all over, so that's super cool. Like, super cool. Like, I love being a content creator. I love doing what I do and just, you know, doing it for me, but then also the aspects of meeting other new people, even though it's triggering, it's exciting. And for me as an extrovert, like I want to have consistent conversations, but having social anxiety is such a whoa. It's gonna end up saying 21 here in a moment on there because I just put up a command and that made it say 1:20 over there, and it's about to be 1:20 in the afternoon. So it's just like my brain was like 1:20, 1:20, like oh, but see now it's 1:21. You know, it's funny. I'm so infatuated with numbers, but I hate math. I'm not good at it at all. I'm definitely a person that counts on my fingers, and people make fun of me. I don't give a fuck anymore. You want to make fun of me for the way I live my life? That's on your context of character, not mine. So, um, yeah. But I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it in math. But I'm so infatuated with numbers. It's just it's an odd, interesting thing. And I always wonder, is it? I think I just have an odd infatuation because with DID, you always wonder like, is it one of them or is it really me? I mean, they're all me, but is it their thought and feeling over mine? Because DID is essentially multiple personality disorder, so you have your personality and then you have other ones, which are all you because they're inside of you. That's what you learn in therapy and things like that. It's healthy ways of coping with what you have. But sometimes, like, I'll feel something, and it's such an interesting feeling through the years of like learning your own triggers and stuff like that, and how to interact within yourself. I've learned different interactions between us, and it's just like sometimes I'll like be thinking and feeling something, and I'm like, oh, I don't like those things, but like at that moment I do. It's so interesting. Like so, like most of the time, like I don't really like smoking. I like that it medicates me, but every so often I enjoy a toke, you know? But it's like, it's not me enjoying the toke. I feel like it's the mom. Of course it would be the mom. Like, every so often I need a toke. Just cuts the edge off. And I feel like my mom personality has been there. And not me as a mom, but like a mom personality. Like me as a mom is a mermy. There's a mom up in there. And I feel like I was born with that one. Because my mom even says that she always tells me that I was born 26. She always tells me that, I've just always done things that she was like, no, like my little girl is much older, you know. Just in the way that she does things. And I do think that it's a good chance that I've had her with me there because, like, since the beginning, but that's because the universe knew that I was going to need it with everything that I was going to go through. My life has been crazy. Crazy fun one, though. Like, I think about, like, a movie, Soul. And, which, by the way, is, I totally toked at 120. I just didn't announce it like I usually do. But, in the movie Soul, they have this bit where, in the afterlife before you're dead or something like that, they just have this portion where it shows your life as if it was a movie, and there's like different portions of it. I feel like there'd be lots of boring portions of my life, but there's so much excitement in my life, so much fun things, so much everything, just living, and I I don't know. I feel like, in the aspect that everything happens for a reason. I was given the life that I'm living for a reason, and I am strong enough to deal with what I deal with. And obviously, today's a mentally good day, a very good mentally good day. And the week was really long and phenomenal. Like, I actually had a really shitty panic attack just a few days ago. I want to say it was Thursday. It was bad. Um, really bad. Blue actually got me through it, and you might even be able to see a little bit of his ear right there. I just been having him more promenaded, and I definitely, he's been there for me a lot in the last few days, and he got me through that panic attack, and like, it's an interesting thing because when I have such an intense panic attack and he helps me through it, sometimes I'm triggered by the fact that he's helping me. Like, I need that exists to help me. But after this last time, I just feel happy that he was there for me, regardless of how he's there for me, or how he comes to existence, or who's gonna understand. Sometimes I don't understand stuff inside my own brains, and of course other people out in the real world are not gonna understand. A lot of people don't understand DID. They're especially not gonna understand projective DID. When I was diagnosed with those two things, I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. But part of being healthy both mentally and physically is that you're going to learn a lot about yourself, and to consistently deny it is what got you to a place of self-defeat and even maybe dislike. I don't think I've ever not loved myself, but I definitely think I've disliked myself, where, I wasn't loving myself as hard. And, like in my early 20s, when I just allowed all of the ambers to just run rampant. I wasn't being mindful of who was speaking, how they were speaking, or how my actions can be taken. Even, it's just, it can be exhausting, the amount of mindfulness that's used to live a life like mine. But it just goes back to the aspect that I feel like the universe gave me what I was supposed to, and I definitely feel like that the fact that I'm the way that I am and that I can share me openly, it helps a lot of people who are dealing with similar, if not exactly, what I'm dealing with. Like, there's people sitting watching this going, wow, she's making a lot of sense. And then there's other people sitting here going, wow, what the fuck is she, like, she's not even making real words, she's being, nothing she says makes sense. It's like, if it doesn't make sense to you, be glad it doesn't make sense to you. But I'm telling you right now, there's people out there who know exactly what I'm saying and thinking and feeling right now, because they feel that similarity in it. They're going through something in themselves that has them feeling that way. Ooh. Oh, how fun. There's like a person. So sometimes well, not sometimes, majority of the time when I spark a bowl that has some concentrated crumble on top of it, it'll make like a fun shape within my herbage. And this one kind of like, it could be perceived two ways. When I first saw it, it looked kind of like a person. This time it looks like a flower. And I kind of take that as, personal growth. And I love that because that's exactly kind of like what we were talking about. Like when you consistently work on yourself mentally and physically, it's personal growth and it's everyday personal growth. And there's going to be those low days. I'm just glad today is not a low day. I know today is not a low day because I had texted my mermie and the response back was triggering, but I didn't let it trigger me, if that makes sense. Just goes back to wanting to play Stranded Deep. I'm feeling so good that I just feel like if I can get to that island, what it will do for me in desensitization is so worth the trigger. Turning your triggers into something positive is the best advice that I can give anyone who deals with them. And mindfulness. Learn the mindfulness comes into play when you encounter people in the real world who like to just straight up tell you your mental health isn't real. Like, stop lying. Like, it's just made up. It's just in your head. Just be mindful during those portions. And if someone says it's just in your head, you're like, you're right. It is just in my head. And that's why I'm getting my help for it. um, those people are ignorant. Most of the time it's because you hit a nerve within them. They probably have mental health problems, and you saying what you said struck a nerve with them because they feel it. I personally feel that the only way things trigger you is because you feel it within you. Obviously, you have people like me where things trigger you and you don't know why, and it makes no sense. And, it's because I have post-traumatic stress disorder, and I have had recent things that have triggered it more, and maybe I should have been already in TMS therapy or things like that. But everything goes the pace that it's supposed to go, and I push myself every day past my own boundaries, so I'm very proud of myself. Very, very proud of myself. Actually, today's been a very triggering day. Now that I'm just kind of like thinking about how my morning went, there's actually quite a few triggering things just in this day, aside from Stranded Deep, and I'm still just feeling oh so good. Man, yay for a mentally high day, and then also just yay for that good, positive, mindful feeling. Plus, I dealt with an 80s doll this morning on Facebook, and I swear, whenever I deal with trolls, I don't know what it is about 80s dolls that gives me such a wonderful energy about me. But definitely that interaction with, well, especially because he didn't understand Mooiisstt. That's okay. Most people don't understand my moisture, baby, and that weeds them out. Because I want people to obviously, like, I said moist, you know what I mean? Like, oh, she said moist. Like, it's gonna have those different things, lewdness or whatever, but it's the ability of a time and a place, you know what I mean? There's gonna be a person who can understand that, I just said it in a lewd way, but I still mean just being 100% myself. I'm not meaning to or trying to entice anyone. If someone gets enticed, that's on them. It's like a woman or a man who's sex positive. It doesn't mean they're out having sex with everyone. It just means they probably love their body. I'm a very sex positive person. I love my motherfucking body. I love everything about myself. And the things that I don't like, I consistently try to work on. Like, there's things I don't 100% love my brains. I don't. But I constantly am working on my mental health all the time to love the inner me as much as I love the outer me. Because, man, I love this fleshy, lumpy bag. My body, I love it. I love this thing that I live in. And that's a huge thing that a lot of people don't have. And I grew up with a very, most of the things my mother said were body positive. I do my best, past is past, so we don't think about the things that she may have said that trigger me in a negative way. We think about the positives things. Like, she always told me how beautiful I was and how beautiful my skin was, how beautiful my hair was, always telling me how beautiful I was. And hearing that you're beautiful all the time, guess what? You feel beautiful. And then you look in the mirror and you go, hi, beautiful. Because you've just been told it all the damn time. So there's never been a time where I looked in the mirror and I didn't see just an absolutely gorgeous human being. Now, there has been moments where I've looked in my eyes. Don't cry. Don't cry. I looked in my eyes and I didn't love what I saw and I didn't like what I saw and I didn't, you know? And it's because I was looking at the inner me. And sometimes it's really difficult, but, you know, I can say that I actually like my brains. I like all of them, even the more fucked up ones. I like them all, but I want to get to a portion where I start to love more of them. You know, I love Blue, I love Eric, I love the twins. You know, there's so many that I love, but there's ones in there that I hated at one point, ones that I definitely didn't like, you know, and I can say now I just like them a little. It's not a lot of like, but it's a little like, because I understand that all of them make me up to be the person that I am, and I'm a very strong, amazing person, so on that note, cheers to all the motherfucking Ambers who exist, not just within this being right here who is named Amber, but all of the Ambers, my daughter, and all of the wonderful Ambers in the world, and everyone else. But I love my name, so I'm definitely partial to it, so cheers to all the Ambers. And especially boys named Amber. There is boys named Amber, because when I was looking up names, it popped it up as a boy name option, and that only happens if there is a boy out there legally named Amber. I love it. You were born with a penis and your name is Amber. Oh, yum. I like the perfect amount of crumble on it. Alright, I want to stay Bushwhacker. I call him Bushwhacker, but it's Bush Ranger. He also has other amazing presets. I feel like I should make one for each of them, like a special preset for each and every version of him. Because here's the original, which everyone kind of feels like summer, spring, fall, and winter. And then we got this nighttime kind of like dream-tastic one I absolutely love. But they're all so good. I almost, especially because there's 5 spots, like I almost want to like give them all their own little spots, put them together, and then replace Birchie with something else. But I don't know, that's something for future Amber to play around with. I want to be Foxy Boxy. How you doing? Get a little smooth moves, yeah. Ooh, why are her hands palmy? Okay. Oh, that's probably why. Okay. Is that why? Maybe. Oh, yeah, that's why I don't have a back bling on her. I was like, why doesn't she have a back bling? Because she's amazing without it. And she's just so cute. I can't remember I got her or how much she was. I just was like, I have to have her. She is adorable. There was a bit where I just spoiled myself. Okay, well that was fucking cool. Damn, that's fucking cool. I think that's Raven's. Yeah, it totally is hers. Damn. Oh, I can't wait to make a Raven priest. Especially because like this is cool. Oops. Her fucking rebirth outfit is dope. Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool and all. Like, I like her cape, especially. And her cowl. But they have Raven Classic. And I just like her shoes. Like, everything about it. Like, the cape on the other one is definitely cooler because it has the feathers. But, like, it's classic. Like, ugh, ah, so good. Makes me kind of wish I had put my black lipstick on that I was going to wear today. She has her labrae pierced. She has her labrae pierced. I used to have my labrae, my little spike. Oh, whenever I would kiss people on the cheek, they would get poked. People got immune to being poked. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, see, in this one she doesn't have her labrae, but God, look at that fucking cape. It's so cool. In this, she has her fucking labrae pierce. I'm here for it. Oh, it makes me kind of miss mine. But I don't. I had done mine myself, and it looked really good. The positioning was great, but it wasn't in the right spot or done correctly. And maybe it was done correctly, but either way, it like recedes your gum line, and I wasn't about that life. It's actually, I thought about, like, I wanted to get my Medusa done, but now I'm a little bit deterred from getting my Medusa done, because if it recedes my gum, how it did down here, up here, that would just be, like, that would be really horrible. Really, really horrible. So, a portion of me kind of doesn't want to. I might look up, might do some research and see if it, yeah, how it affects, like research on how the Medusa is affected, because there was a lot of research on how the labrae caused receding gum line. It was a very known fact with the labrae. If I had gone to a professional, I would have known that. I did it myself, so I didn't know that, and I didn't do full research like I should have done. I definitely did full research when I did my tongue ring, but that was important because my mom was taking me to get it done professionally, and she wouldn't let me get it done unless I did the research. Plus, like, I didn't want to paralyze my tongue. I was ballsy enough that I didn't think I was going to paralyze anything right here, which I guess in retrospect I totally could have. Don't do home piercing, kiddos. They're not fun. Uh, I'll just say that. Totally just lied just then. I pierced my fucking labrae when I was uh, 16. I think I had turned 16. I waited till at least I was 16 because I got my tongue pierced when I was 15. My mom took me and got it done. And then I self-pierced this when I was 16, and like the way I did it is I like went to my mom like this. I was like, please don't get mad. And then I showed her it, and she's like, oh, that's kind of cute. And I showed her what I had in it, which was just like an earring that goes in your ear. And she was like, oh, that's not good. Let's go get you some jewelry to properly, have it be the way it's supposed to be. And I got myself my little spike, and it was amazing. I had that for so many years. Part of me wishes I'd never taken it out, but at the same time, I like my gum line being the way it's supposed to be. So, she didn't like when I pierced my lip. I was pushing the limits when I did that. I pierced my lip on this side, and she didn't like that. She even told me, she's like, you know you're pushing it. She's like, take that out of your face right now. And I'm like, okay. She's like, you're lucky I'm not telling you to take the labrae out. She's like, it looks cute. That's, like, straight up, I think the only reason my mom let me keep my self-pierced labrae is because it looked cute, and I hadn't paralyzed my motherfucking face. You know what I mean? And I did re-pierce my lip once I turned 18 because she couldn't tell me no, but it was fucked up is, like, the first time I did it, it didn't scar. I was so lucky it didn't scar because I did it right on the edge of my lip. And then when I was over 18 and a senior in high school, I was like, oh, I want spider bites. Like, I wanted to have my labrae with some spider bites. Like, I thought I wanted that. So I pierced this, and then I had planned on piercing the other one, but I didn't do it right away. And then I never ended up doing it. I ended up taking this one out, and now I have a scar here. And it's a fucked up scar, too. Whereas if I had not fucked with it, I would not have it messing up that one little portion of my lips. Like, I love my lips. My mouth and my lips are, like, my favorite feature. Like, I love my teeth and my lips. Those are my favorite features on myself. So the fact that I fucked up my own goddamn lip with my own stupidity It makes me glad that over time it does heal a little bit, so it's pulled itself away from my lip line a little bit, but it's still just right there, and, anyone that meets me, they can see the scars, and like, oh, you used to have a lip ring and a labrae? Like, yep. I think it's fun. I definitely, like, if you want to get piercing that no one will ever know, get your septum pierced. People are always shocked by it, but it's literally one of the easiest piercings to hide. Not only when you take it out forever, but you can get barbells that you like push up into your nose. I like the knockers. I have the type of nose that I always wanted to get my septum done, but it was the sort of thing that like I never just like went and got it done. I'm glad that I got it done when I did. I've now had it for many years because I got it March 15th, 2016. Day after my wedding day. It was our gift to each other. We've got septum piercings together. Pretty dope wedding gift if I say so myself. Break time! Yay! Dude, speaking of Raven, so I already figure I'm not going to get to tier 100 by the end of the season, and I would like to because she is pretty fucking cool, but I mainly just want to get to tier 85. Like, in the past, we always kind of set a goal. It was our orgasm for the season. 85 would definitely be our fucking Fortnite O for season 16. Okay, chapter 2, season 6, but we OG players know it as fucking season 16, because seasons never even existed. When I first started playing, there was no fucking seasons. I started playing, like, I want to say a month after Battle Royale came out. When I started playing, there was still no building. There was a brief moment where there wasn't a building aspect of the game, and then building came into play. And I remember it being that way because when it first came about, we were not building. Like, and I was playing the game with my ex at the time, so we were playing duos, and, like, we weren't doing the building, but other people were still, getting used to it and trying to play that way. I held out for a while, and I don't think I'll ever battle build. I just don't think I could do that. But I remember my first ever win. It was a duo win, but it was my first win ever, and it was at a time where you both had to get the win. Like, now, if you do a squad or duo and one person like gets the winning kill, even if you're down, like you're not alive, you get your umbrella and everything like that. That's not the way it was in the past. You both had to be alive at the end to get your umbrella. So both me and my ex were alive, and this guy, it was just 2 against 1. This guy, he had built up like on a platform above us, and I just kept shooting out the flooring. I didn't build up to this motherfucker at all. At all, because I was not trying to do building. When it first came out, I was like, no, fuck you, build. So, I was just shooting out the flooring, and then he was shooting shots, and that's basically what we just kept doing. Like, shooting the floor, and another person shooting the person, and eventually we got that fucking victory royale, and it was so sexy, it was so cool. It was like, it was just, oh man. That was such an epic moment. I literally have always been obsessed with Fortnite from the moment that I played. Like, before I played, I was a little very skeptical. A little very skeptical. Such an oxymoron. But once I started playing it, I just was addicted. And, like, my ex doesn't even really play Fortnite anymore. And I pretty much play it almost every day. I love Fortnite so much. And where it came from, when it came out in 2017, summer of 2017 to now is just crazy. Like, utterly crazy. But how's cleaning going, my sissy? Are you excited for some Stranded Deep? Because I know I am. I actually plan on playing. I'm going to finish this bowl and play a few more matches of Fortnites. And then I'm going to take my break before starting. Like, I'm so nervous. I don't want to think about it too much because I do have a while. Like, I had said the meeting was going to start at 4. I'm going to start it before 4 o'clock because I already know that I have some talking that I'm going to do. I always do some talking, and I will talk from 4 to probably like 4:30 before I actually play the game itself. So really it'll be actually that's about normal for any game. I talk for about an hour and then I play the game, if I play the game. I still think it's funny that some people think I'm a game streamer or whatever. I'm just like, oh, you're so cute. Like, no, I just like video games. I make content. But I try to tell people, like, you have to watch it. Like, there's no way for me to really explain it other than saying that I'm a random content creator. That's the only way. I'm a random content creator who makes a lot of live content. Because we're live right now. It's 1:46 in the afternoon. How you doing? Sit in my cave, my deliciously beautiful cave. I love my cave so much. My transition cave is probably one of the most moist places, probably literally and physically, on the planet. Other than the fact that, you know, I got spider bros living everywhere. I'm happy. You know, and I'm still gonna have those low days where it's hard to see the happiness, but I'm having a mentally good day, and I know it's a mentally good day because we had triggering stuff happen, and didn't it didn't crumble me. I didn't have a panic attack. I thought for sure I got something that I thought for sure would give me a panic attack. And it didn't. That's how I know today's a mentally high day. I'm gonna attempt Stranded Deep again after the fuckery that happened this morning. Oh, I gotta check the mail. Fuck. I wonder if my hat came. Damn it. I gotta do that. I left my hat when I got my tattoo done. I left my hat at my tattooist office. Just gonna mail it to me, but... Oh, yeah. Well, you know what you need to do, sissy, is... And I know it's hard because you like to have a wardrobe because there's stuff that you may not wear as often, but you're gonna wear it. I'm the same way. You know, I have lots of clothing. I have a Hooters jersey, for fuck's sake, that my mom got for me at a Goodwill somewhere. Do I wear that Hooters jersey? Literally, I've only put it on once, and I've owned it for over a decade. So I get owning some things that, you know, you're not going to wear. Okay, I'll see when you get back. I'll wait for her to get back before I finish what I was going to say. Because I'm about to tell her to purge a bunch of her clothing. Well, or try to, you know, because that's something that I'm constantly doing, is going through my things and just being like, do you bring me joy in my life? Do I want you? It's funny is, there was that show, the Marie Kondo show on Netflix, that a lot of people had saw, and they kind of started doing it after they saw that. I had learned about feng shui and sort of what she was doing, but it wasn't called, you know, the Marie Kondo theory, but that sort of utilization of making your space flow. I don't practice Eastern feng shui, like putting things in an exact spot to bring, like elevate your mood. But my feng shui is to where you place things in a way that it makes sense. So like my closet flows in a way that when I go into it, everything's easy to see. And then it flows out into the other portion. And like right here is easy to flow and see. Like everything has a purpose and a meaning. Like when you're in the kitchen, it's sort of like just standing in the kitchen and being like, I'm in my kitchen and I want silverware. And you go for the first drawer that you grab. That's where you should put your silverware. That's another way of doing feng shui. It's more of like a freestyle feng shui, and that's what I do. And then also it's the holding an item and asking it, you know, do I want this in my life? And do I use it? You know, and then just thinking about it, like, why are you keeping it if it's not something that you're utilizing every day? And that's how I've gotten rid of a lot of my things. Like, I have very hoarderish tendencies, not to the aspect of like dirtiness, but I like to have a lot of things, and certain things, like I would keep things that like it makes no sense to why I was keeping it, and in my brain I would be like, oh, it could be a craft thing. And with crafts, like, yes and no, but that was a big one for me, is going through my craft stuff and really being like, are you going to use this for a craft? Like, realistically, you know, not like, oh, you know, it could maybe be used for this. Like, no, like, are you going to actually use this for something? Like, for example, I collect dead Bics, and I do plan on utilizing something with those, but I'm going to need a shit ton of them. Like, it's going to be a buttload of them, and then I plan on doing a fun project and donating it to recycled museums at different colleges and things like that. but that's something that I eventually want to do, and that's a goal. Like, that is a purpose. That is not essentially like a dead Bic is junk. It's garbage. It would end up in a landfill, and that's a huge reason why I collect them, because then it doesn't end up in the landfill, and then it gets made into something beautiful in the future. For right now, it takes up some space. It really, right now, it doesn't take up that much space, because I just don't have, like, I have a shit ton of Bics, but I don't have a shit ton of Bics. Like, Bics are really, they're not that big when you think about it. And the amount of space that you need to hold them, if you were to have, like, a tote, you could fit a shit ton of these. And that's eventually, like, I already know that I'll eventually have, like, big totes of them, but that won't be now. That'll be later on in the future when I actually am able to start creating fun things, not just for myself, but for those museums, because I have a shit ton of fun things I want to make for myself. One of the things that really sparked me is, I forget where I came across it. It might have been something that I came across in my childhood, and I just, like, remember it from there, or it could have been somewhere else. I don't remember, but I do know the metal on Bics are compatible with a soldering iron. So, like, I want to utilize the metal to, like, melt down and make, like, wind chimes with it and stuff like that. I also want to try to do like some melting bits and make like a stained glass sort of feature, but it won't be stained glass because I don't think I could get this to melt down to be sheer. If I could, that'd be rad, but I don't know. It's the sort of thing, like, I'll have ventilation. I'm gonna treat it as if I'm doing resin work. I'm gonna have very good ventilation because chemical sort of thing, and it will be the sort of thing, like, it will be either done outside or it will be done in a very, very ventilated room that no one else would have access to when I'm working on my crafts. But done a lot of different researches with it, you know what I mean? And once you completely empty it, and that would be something else, is deconstructing the whole thing, cleaning any bits of the butane out, because that's what gets harmful. Melting plastic is harmful. I'm not trying to say that melting plastic isn't harmful, but it becomes less dangerous when there isn't that flammability to it. Like, there is always flammability to plastic, let's be honest, but the liquid is way more flammable. But, like, I have seen Bic plastic be melted and made into beautiful things. That's why it gave me the idea, and I'm very excited for it. Ooh. Purging hard. I'm selling and donating a lot of my closet and dresser. I didn't see that right after she had typed the other one, but I imagine she already left because she was like, BRB. I like how she stuck around to listen to that little bit. Oh, my mermy texted me. I feel bad for my mermy, but at the same time, she just needs someone else to live with. But it does suck that because the person that she's living with isn't there, and they help her to put her socks and shoes on. She can't put her socks and shoes on now. She can't leave either. But even if she wanted to, like, go to the store with, like, my nephew, she wouldn't be able to because she needs shoes on to be able to do that. She definitely has been trying to actively, she's been stretching and stuff like that because her back and her leg have been getting worse and stuff like that, but she's actively trying to make sure it doesn't continue to worsen at a more rapid pace, so that's good. Booty. I was like, there's a hit, but it didn't taste good. me refill my mint jar. I love it. This is a Mason, a purple. Oh, fuck, it doesn't even really look purple. It looks more black. Well, it kind of looks purplish there, but it's a pretty purple color. And I keep my wintergreen Lifesaver mints in it. These things are phenomenal. And especially you can get a fucking giant bag for like 13 bucks. And I mean, it's a fucking huge bag. That shit lasts, like, I think my bag's been going over a month now. And it's still not gone. So I would say, like, depending on your consumption of it, obviously, could last at least a month or more. Best emote ever. Looks good with everyone. I want to take a seat. So it's pretty much 2 o'clock. So that means in an hour and a half, 2 hours, I will be attempting yet again some Stranded Deep. I'm excited because I just want to try to get to the island, and I especially think when having my sissy there, and that's when I'll do my next Tokalope because, like, I'm nicely medicated after that last bowl. That bowl and the Medicate that it topped off will be good to go. Honestly, probably until the next meeting. Because after I end this meeting, literally the first thing I'm probably going to do is finish my water and then stretch. And then eat and just, like, relax, you know, put something on TV, take my wristband off, just relax my hand. And then at 3:30 to 4 o'clock, I plan on attempting yet again. I don't think anyone came here. Yay! Okay, we're not too far from the circle. Oh, I feel like we. I'm more confident knowing that my sissy will be there, but like I don't know. I just don't want to think about it too much because I don't want to be triggered for other reasons why I'm trying to play Fortnite. But there's so much about the game that just looks so fucking fun. Aside from the scary shit, so it's like I feel like could be a perfect game to help desensitize myself to things like water. Shockwave bow, I'm good. I like these for a shockwave, but the bows go far. Man, lots of shockwave bows. It's funny, you're doing a purging, and I will be giving you a present, but I promise you, you will not be disappointed by it. One will only take up a little bit of space for a small amount of time. The other thing, I think you're just gonna love it. So, I don't want to tell you what they are because I waited this long. But it's funny is I feel like the chances that I'll actually be able to get birthday presents to people who have birthdays in May, actually get their presents to them in May is slim unless I get to the post office and I mail them. Which I did think about doing that, but with yours, unfortunately, I don't feel comfortable doing that. You'll understand when you get it. Sometimes when you play the fish dance, that one clearly does not have that ability. Man, I kind of wish I hadn't eaten that big pot. Well, I probably would have dropped the big pot for the fish anyways. I like surf fish. Ooh. Huh! His treadmill was a fucking circle. That's so fun. Oh shit, I gotta get going. Oh shit, okay. Clearly got way too distracted. Not going to be able to make it to the bridge, but that's okay. Because even without the big tires, trucks do pretty good off-road. Especially if there's like little trails like this. Hey, destroy stone. Man, see, I really am just like so fucking excited to the point of arousal, but I'm equally as scared. I really am scare-roused for that game. I'm surprised that for one I want to play it, and then have like the fact that like what happened in the last meeting, and then I still want to try again. Like, I'm surprised by myself, but at the same time not, because I just constantly like to push myself out of my own comfort zone, and that game is definitely pushing myself out of my comfort zone. So let's go destroy some of these stones. But I'm seriously so stoked that I will have my Sissy Wolf. Like, I was super happy that, his name's now Mi Capitan, but I know him as Captain Chronic. I'll probably still call him that, you know, a little bit. But, like, him being there was helping at that initial bit of the one. And he's just a person that I've met literally because of Club Kottontale. Like, I've only met him because I make content. My sister Wolf, she is a person that is my soul sister. I've known her since she was 19, and she literally just turned 30, so... So crazy. So crazy that I have been your friend for 11 years. That's so awesome. I seriously love that I have not just one, but many relationships that have past decades. I actually have one that's about to hit its second decade. And of course, you know, me and my best bitch, Michelle, it's not like we hang out all the time or anything like that, but we have been friends the whole time. Like, you know, when we hang out and chat, it's like no time has passed, you know what I mean? Like, we just love each other so fucking much. And literally in August, it will be 20 years since we met each other. Like, we met each other in August of 2001, and then I would say by September we were friends. Because, like, when I met her in August, we started hanging out. And she had just had her birthday. It was right after her birthday, right after her 15th birthday. I was 14, and then I turned 15 that December. Because we're both born in 86. But she's a summer baby, and I'm a winter baby, so... Oh shit, what's that? I'll take that. I love it though, because whenever her birthday happens, I'm like, oh, I'm about to be my age. So like this year we turned 35. Can't believe she's literally about to be 35 in just a little bit. And I'm hoping I can get what I want. Either way, I'm going to have something for her. But, like, the exact thing that I want, you know what I mean? Will I be able to do that sort of thing? I don't know. But 35 that's a big one, you know? It's a milestone. I think most people would say that, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20, you know, each of those sort of things is a milestone. But then there's other milestones like 16, 21... 50, yeah, but that lies on the whole 5, 10, 15, 20 kind of aspect. But there's different meaningful ones, not just to society, but to, like, individuals. Like, for me, I am so stupidly stoked. Oh, I'm so glad that I saved my fish. Wait. Fuck, I don't know if the fish or my big pot has... I think the fish only is... I think the big pot is more, so I'm gonna do my fish. The only thing also with the fish is the fish does health as well. So that was another reason why I wanted to keep it. But I'm pretty sure a big pot has more health, shield giving than a fish. It used to be 75, the slurp fish, but they changed it. Pretty sure they changed it to 25. Maybe not, and maybe I just made a stupid decision, but... Someone else came to the party. Oh my god, now there's someone else! Oh no! My left hand is seizing on me. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, it's endgame. That's why it's getting so fucking hot. Oh, shit. I'm just gonna chill in this bush until I have to interact because my left hand is not doing too hot. I mean, this is gonna be my last match anyways, but... kind of lost your opportunity. Oh, yep, yep. Now he's aware and he'll battle build. Fuck! You lost your opportunity! I was scared! Because I knew he would have just instantly started building around him. Either way, he was going to build. He's a battle. Oh, gosh, someone else just walked up to the battle. I just heard another pair of footprints. Oh, man. Okay, that's behind us. Okay. This person shooting at something else. Okay. See them over there. This person here. Yeah, I can hear their footprints still, so they're still on their build there. You have no idea how much I wish I still had those shockwave with me, because they're so good to get out of situations. Oh my gosh, now we got like, oh man, why is like every person a battle builder? I'm just like this cute little black box in a bush. And I don't have eyes on anyone. I can just see their build and hear footprints. Or footsteps. Hear footprints, goodness. I'm still in the circle. Hey, thank you, universe. It's like I kind of want to put down my controller so my hands can relax, but at the same time, I don't want to put down my controller because I want to be able to shoot if I need to shoot. That came so close to me. Why? I'm just like kind of surprised that no one has even been like, oh, there's a bush there. We should, like, there's so much action around me. Like, literally, these 5 people are just, like, going in this epic battle right now. This epic battle royale. Oh, it's crazy. Such a perfect name for what it is. Okay, got a couple boars over there, but no. Because there's only 4 other people. I feel like this person is still chilling. Just like in his build, because I never heard him. Guy everyone's a battle builder though. I'm still surprised that he didn't. I think he was the last person from over here too. So everyone's over there. Like he's in there. He's up there shooting action towards them. I just want to make sure there's no one else over here, because then I can start creeping. What's in there? Anything worthwhile in there? There might be good loot in there. Let's go check. Definitely. I mean, I didn't even need to leave my bush. It was in the circle. I know that I'm gonna have to move. So it's like no time is the present, you know? Not really like what I just did to myself, but... Only 2 other people. What a crazy last match, and I don't have eyes on anyone either. They're just up above me. Bruh. He went over like that way. He's going to that drop. Okay, so he's over by the drop and the other person's above me. Okay. I'm not in a circle. That's okay. I'm just trying to hold it out to where I only have one of them left. I don't think that's going to work out in my favor. How did they not beat me? I'm just like this terrified. I'm a noob compared to these dudes. You know what I mean? These are paddle builders, and I'm not one. So I'm just like this scared little box, just like chilling in like I don't even know, some portion of their build in the circle, and they are going cray ham. They are battling it out though. Oh, and there they are. There's that death that I was waiting for. Now I need to hopefully assert my dominance and take my solid second. Where are you at? Let me give my solid second. I'll make you work for it. Oh, Jesus! Oh, shit. Nope. If I die, it's gonna be by a shot, not a storm. It was shot, not the storm. That's crazy. That was just crazy. Woo! Okay. That was crazy. Yeah. You know what's funny is I had to pee during that, and I don't anymore. I'm like trembling. That was a great last match. Holy crap. And I'm excited because here in about an hour, because it's 2:20, at 3:30, between 3:30 and 4, I'm going to be starting a third and final meeting. Oh, well, not third and final. I keep saying third and final. It might be the final one. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to do good, and we'll get to the island, and it will be a third and final meeting. I'm putting that affirmation in the world. That's why I keep saying third and final. But I just have like this intense fear that we won't get to the island, and then a fourth meeting will pop up of like Minecraft or some shit where I'm like, Stray the Deep is the worst thing ever. But I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that we can get to the island and see what next bit happens there. But we have to get through that first initial bit of the triggering plane crash and then being in water and having to find a raft. Like, I don't know anything past the fact, like, that I am in the plane crash and I have to find a raft. That's that's what happens. That's what I seen. I like ended the meeting right after that, and I like backed out the game. So I have not been in it yet. I'm gonna get it loaded up, knowing that I can go into a different screen. I'm gonna get it loaded up, and it's not gonna be like. Well, actually, I might start it on that water scene just for a little bit, maybe just for like the first initial thumbnail. We have the stranded deep, and the deep's going into the water, and it's just like my box, my little wide box sitting here, like I'm in the water. I don't like this. Gosh, I'm trembling. Still, you can't. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. Ooh, trembling from that last match. That was crazy. I knew I was gonna take second, but like, I was going down. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna fight to the end. Me and my cute little box. I at some point I should have thrown that up. I wish that I was quick like that. That like in the middle of the battle, I just throw the heart up before they get their last shot in. Just so they're like, oh. Oh, because like I'm not a noob, but compared to those people, I'm a noob. You know, like I'm not new to the game. I'm definitely not new to shooters, but like with like my anxiety going, and then the fact that just like I already have anxiety in endgame, but the fact that those were battle builders, so I just kept seeing them and hearing them doing all the action. Like literally the last like I would say top 7, everyone was a battle builder except for me. I was in a bush for a good portion of the battle. I love it though because I've always been a bush lifer. I've always been that individual chilling in a bush, just like, oh gosh, I hope no one shoots my bush. Oh, oh goodness, you guys. What a great fucking second meeting and a great way to distract us from the bits of that first Stranded Deep meeting. But yeah, tune in into here if you'd like in an hour and a half. Hour and a half really, because I honestly foresee me starting it like right at 3:30 on the dot, just because I have some thoughts and feelings I want to get out via the Stranded Deep meeting, because this is a Fortnite meeting, or I don't know, Fortnite I feel like is my like Club Cottontale game. It's just a game that I just put in the background, you know. That or Minecraft. Like I tend to put Minecraft in the background too if I know I'm not going to be doing anything other than talking. Like that's just one reason why I look forward to having over 1,000 VIPs, because with 1,000 subscribers you get to do mobile meetings again, where I can do live streams from my phone. I used to be able to do that. They changed it like years ago because I've now been making content for almost 5 years, and I would say the first 2 years we were able to do mobile meetings, and then they took that away and they're like, oh, you can't do mobile live streams unless you have this amount of subscribers, which is no big deal. Once we get to it, we'll have it back. But I like the mobile meetings because on days where like I know that I don't want to play video games but I want to make content, I just want to sit, chat, toke, chill, I can do a mobile meeting versus, you know, putting up Fortnite in the background and like making this large, because I've done that quite a few times where I just make this large and sit and chill and chat, and I would just constantly tell people like, oh nope, I'm not gaming. But even if we are gaming, because I'm not a gaming channel, it's just me, myself, and I channel, just chilling, talking, hanging out with myself, hoping that other people will come and chill. Like, I don't really play the game very often. Like, I've watched my content, and anytime that you watch it, like Fortnite, for example, it's just probably like an hour or 2 of me talking with like maybe, if you're lucky, 5 matches of Fortnite. Like, because on average, I'd say that, like, a Fortnite meeting is an hour long, or an hour and a half long, and it has 1 to 2 matches of actual Fortnite in it. And that's on a day where I'm gonna play the Fortnite. For me, Club Cottontale is not about the video game, it's about me getting thoughts and feelings out and just, you know, sitting here and chatting with me, myself, and I, and anyone else that happens to come on by. Like, we've had a few lurkers. I've seen lurkers come and go. We have one right now, because, like, I know my sister, well, she's tuning in incognitally, because she likes to do that, especially when she's not a big talker. Like every once in a while she types. Like this time she types, which I'm so happy she did because I'm so excited. Oh, to have my sissy wolf. She set an alarm for 4 o'clock, so she may even be there at the beginning of it. I don't know. But for surely after 4 she'll be tuning in because I plan on at 4:20 doing our toke. I'll probably have had a few tokes before we even get to 4:20 in that meeting. But at 4:20 we'll do that's gonna be our just before we start the game toke. So it's like I'll be token at 4:20 and then I think probably like 4:30, 4:45 we will actually start stranded deep with the character I want. I want to make myself a lady. I didn't want to be a gentleman. I want to make myself a lady, and I don't know if you can like change your hair or anything like that. Like I literally just like I thought I was pressing to look at different presets for the character, and it started the game. So like it was just a bunch of fuckery in that first one. So feel free to watch it. I made a playlist already for Stranded Deep. The next one will be, blind as fuck run of Stranded Deep, number 1.5, because it can't technically be number 2 because we haven't even really got into the game itself per se. Like we did experience the plane crash, but it was like very unintentional. I want it to all be very intentional. Like when I'm being triggered by something and I'm purposely triggering it, I want it to be intentional. I don't want it to be accidental. So I'm excited. I'll be seeing you guys in an hour. So until next time, which only the universe truly knows when I'm going to make content for all. I don't see this happening, but I could end up texting my sister, like, I just can't do it, and then there won't be a meeting, but I'm pretty fucking steadfast on 3:30 to 4 o'clock, starting some Stranded Deep. It'll be our third meeting of the day, potentially third and final, I want it to be third and final. Maybe I'll do a fourth one even after that. I don't know, I just feel so good, and when I feel good, I want to make content, because when I feel bad, I even want to make content, but especially when I feel good, I want to make content, and just keep that good moment flowing. But I really feel like Stranded Deep will be a good way. It's already been triggering, and I feel like even that little bit that I already had, I've helped to desensitize myself a little bit, so I just want to continue that bit. So, until next time, and always, please be kind to yourself and everyone else, and we'll see you next time. Bye.